Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
I've got to start this video off with a big shout out to Wendell B for the $25 donation. You said keep up the good work, bro. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I mean, you guys have really just fucking blew my mind these last couple of days. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream today, the first inaugural full-time live stream and all of that. And thanks everybody for everything, man. But now walk with me and the full-time family as we take a trip to alleged land. But I hope you got your fucking cardio on deck, because first we gotta walk through Rumorville. Now this story, these details are pretty much past rumor stages, but we still gotta preface everything with allegedly, because this is some pretty serious shit. Let's face it. We're talking about, for one, the biggest star in MMA, and for two, we're talking about some mob shit, some mafia shit, and it's all rumors. But I mean, first I gotta say, Conor McGregor's looking like a fucking living, walking, like Jax Teller or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like a fucking walking gangster. Now, he went from like just putting his hands on referees at Bellator, you know what I'm saying, that whole Bellator shenanigans, to now fucking allegedly 2 bar fights with mobsters in under like a month. Holy smokes. Now you might be saying two bar fights, what the fuck are you talking about? 2? We've all only heard the details about 1, and that's why I said you've got to preface all of this with allegedly in Rumorville, because the website MMAimports.com has an exclusive interview with someone who spoke in complete anonymity, which means they did not say who they were anonymous. So they gave a lot of details up, which is almost too many details to really just completely concoct on your own, like some fan fiction shit, to just come up with that quick. But at the same time, they spoke anonymously, so that's why you can't confirm it. And it's on a website that, to be honest, clickbaits the fuck out of me every day. It's a website I frequent. I go there every day to check the news, because they are on top of stuff, but at the same time, they also do delve into clickbait, you know, practices. So that's why I have to be careful. I don't just report the first thing I see on here. But there's 4 separate articles. One of them is this exclusive, where I'm going to give you the details on the situation, and the rest are kind of where Dana White alludes to this Conor McGregor bar fight. Well, I'll tell you what he says here. One of the topics is Dana White says he pretty much doesn't believe it's true, but he said if it were true, he's sure they could work something out. He said there has been a former fighter, Jake LaMotta, who beat up a wise guy before, or got into it, you know, beat up a gangster before, and they worked that out, so it shouldn't be any different for Conor McGregor. I know a lot of people are pretty much under that impression, like, if Conor McGregor didn't get into some serious stuff with some mafiosos or some gangsters or mobsters or whatever the fuck you want to call them, he should be able to like pay his way out, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, you know, money talks, you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, I'm gonna break this down. Like, I'm gonna do an analogy on the situation, because it's how it helped me understand what's going on, because they're talking about like Irish gangs and mobs and shit, and I'm just not, I don't know much about those. But for me, I relate this to the Bloods and the Crips, and you know, because that's more popular, and when I was growing up, it's just a lot more comparable. Now, in this exclusive interview with MMA Imports, the anonymous person said pretty much this is what they had to say. You can go down the Conor McGregor mafia fight rabbit hole if you want yourself, but you can just, you know, I'm going to give you what I got from everything. I've went down the rabbit hole, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. Pretty much the anonymous person said Conor McGregor and a friend, Andy, had gotten into a fight a couple of weeks ago where they beat up some brothers. Now, allegedly it was just Conor McGregor that was in the fight with some brothers. His friend kind of was in it too a little bit, but they beat him up. They said Conor and Andy won the fight. They didn't hospitalize him or anybody or anything, but they won the fight. And the 2 brothers that they happened to beat up, we'll say, are Bloods. That's what I'm going to refer it to. You know, they're saying they were like the Whelan family or something. They were tied to them, but I don't know much about all of that, and I don't want to keep saying like the fucking Whelan family, because I don't know anything about them. So I'm going to relate them to Bloods. For this story, Bloods are the mafiosos that Conor McGregor's into it with. So Conor McGregor and his boy allegedly got into a fight with 2 brothers. Those brothers were Bloods. Now, fast forward to this alleged incident that we all know about, because that one they said didn't get talked about for some reason. You know, it wasn't as big of a deal. This one's a big deal because Conor McGregor in this incident, as we know, or as has been alleged, as is reported, he got into a bar fight and then he accidentally hit somebody's father. Now the person's father, the person who's the son of that guy, is like a hitman for the Bloods. As I said, you know, the Bloods. I'm just trying to make this relatable. So they're saying that even though like this is like a blood thing, like it's not like Conor fucking beat up some rival gang members at the bar. It's not like Conor was hanging out with some fucking Bloods and they beat up some Crips. It's more like Conor was with a blood dude and they had like some blood beef, and you know it's all some blood shit. So they're saying it's a saving grace for Conor. You know, it's that they're not gonna let this beef. They shouldn't let this beef get in between like their blood family. But it's, you know, still serious because the father of, you know, that was hit was of a serious guy. So they're saying they're hoping that guy won't pull rank and be like, no, fuck that, Conor touched my dad, he's got to pay. They're hoping they can settle it out, but the guy is a pretty crazy guy, so Conor could have fucked up. Now, does that all make sense to you? Who knows? It doesn't matter if it does, because you can go down your own fucking rabbit hole. That's how I made sense out of it. I've read all the articles and shit. They're all rumors. They're all details. Go look it up. MMAimports.com. The other little thing I want to touch on real quick is now new developing rumored details are coming out that there's been a $900,000 price tag placed on Conor McGregor's head. $900,000 is a lot of money, but if you think that Conor McGregor just fought Floyd Mayweather and possibly made somewhere around $100 million, that's just one of those millions. Conor, you know, I don't know if you can buy your own fucking price tag off. Like, okay, shit, they want $900,000 for my head. Here's that $900,000. Take that fucking price tag off. You know, I don't know how all that works. That's why we're not going to talk about this too much. I'm sure you guys don't fucking either. Someone's going to come in here and act like they do in the comments, but you can eat a dick because we don't believe it. So with that being said, there's allegedly a $900,000 price tag on Conor McGregor's head, and also the police are allegedly really close to telling Conor McGregor, you know, to fear for his safety pretty much. There's allegedly a text conversation leaked with an Irish police officer who was talking about how they might be telling Conor McGregor soon that he might need to think about these threats and that they are pretty serious, but they haven't done it yet. Now, with all that being said, it is what it is. That's pretty much all I've got to say on this topic. I could have 4 separate videos. I could have made this video 30 fucking minutes because this is all pretty serious and talked about it and rambled about it, but I'm not. You can go down the rabbit hole yourself, so I don't have to be the one fucking giving you my take on it, because I know about as little as you. I just went down and read all this shit. So MMAimports.com is where I got a lot of this shit from. I'm sure you can get it from Google. Conor McGregor and this fucking alleged like Irish gangster bar fight, whatever the hell's going down, but sounding pretty serious if it's true. There's a lot of details to really believe it's not true, but as I said, there's no video evidence, no audio evidence, so take everything with a grain of salt and have fun with your fucking search, man. It is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tab at in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.